Okay. Well, look like a little rooster. We're gonna ignore the hair today, okay? I just did not have the energy to do my hair. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys all of the manicures that I wore in the month of January. In January, I was still trying to wear some of the polishes that I had on my fall seasonal rack. So my lineup over here is looking a little funky, like there's no coordination here, but that's why. I'm trying to go between polishes that I have on my winter rack and then polishes that I had on my fall seasonal rack, especially the ones that were untrieds. I don't like having a lot of untrieds in my collection, and so I was committed especially on untried polishes to continue wearing them throughout the winter. Let's get into all of these polishes. I have quite a bit of manicures to talk about. I'll start off with the manicure that I have on currently, and I love this color. I love this purple. I think it's beautiful. OPI's Samurai Breaks a Nail is what I have on my nails currently. This is a medium tone violet purple, and it has a pretty little blue kind of bluish purple little shimmer running through it. Some of the purples that I have lean either too blue and some lean a little bit more red, but nothing quite like this one, so it is a unique purple in my collection. But sad to report, this is a little bit on the sheer side. At 3 coats, and you guys will see in the pictures of my manicures, I still had bald spots on a couple of my nails. I think it was my pinky and maybe my index finger. So I went looking and I'm thinking, okay, there has to be a better formulated purple like this out on the market. So I went onto ZOYA's website and I took a look at some of their purples within this realm, and they have a few options, none of which though that I could see had the little shimmer. So that may be something that I may be looking into maybe at a later date. Once I'm done with this one, I'm going to try to finish this one out before I buy something quite like this one. I wore this one for a couple of days by itself, and then I decided to put on this little topper since I also had it on my fall seasonal rack and didn't get a chance to wear it in the fall. I wanted to get use out of it. So this is from Hansen. It's part of the Diamond Strength line, and it's called I'll Be There, and it looks really beautiful. A little bit of a subtle little shimmer, but it adds a bit of interest. And then I also wore Hue There. I'm not going in order of how I wore these, by the way. So Hue There has a jelly charcoaly gray base, and it has a ton of holographic micro glitter, and it also has some bronze shimmers. Moving from room to room, I could see the shifting. I could see the holographics, first of all, insane. And then you see the little shifting of the nails. It's a very fine shimmer throughout this polish, like the little bronze shimmer, and it's very strong. I think you can see it possibly in my video footage of this one. Beautiful. Beautiful polish. I ended up finding this one, I think it was at a Walmart, but this came out last year and it was very difficult for me to find in store. I think it was exclusive to it's either a pharmacy or Walmart, and I can't remember what store this polish was exclusive to, but I had a hard time finding it, and I finally found it maybe like 7 months later or something of the sort at a Walmart actually. So happy to have it. This one did take 3 coats. The one that I have on my toes right now is ESSIE's Kissed by Mist. I mentioned this one as one of my picks for winter. This is a very soft bubblegum, kind of bubblicious pink, and then it has a blue shimmer that kind of reflects a little bit purple. I have this swatched on my nails, so you guys will see the swatch on my nails, but I am currently, because I really wanted to wear this one as a pedicure, I'm currently wearing it as a pedi right now. It is beautiful. I went for this one because I broke a toenail and then I had to cut all my toenails down, and so I wanted something a little bit more delicate and not quite as dark, you know, because I didn't want to bring so much attention to the toesies, and pick this one. It's perfect. If you put it on as a manicure, this one will take 3 coats to completely level out and even out on the nails, but because I put it on the toes, it's not something that's overly visible. You know, my toes are from afar, you can't really tell. I added 1 coat, and I think the only one that you could see a little bit more unevenness was my big toe, but at 1 coat it looked really beautiful and delicate. I did end up going with 2 coats on the toes though, and I think it looks perfect. It's more of a blue leaning pink, and it's adorable. Very, very cute. Stands out, but it still looks very delicate. So Love this one. I think it's beautiful. And then this one I wore actually in the month of December. Totally forgot to take a picture of my manicure. But this one I actually ended up wearing it over top of, I think it was either McKittrick from Zerk Colors or ESSIE's Off Tropic. I can't remember. It was a dark green. This one is from Pacifica. It's called Mermaid and it's a jelly polish. So it has a jelly base, emerald green, micro glitter, and then it has a very fine blue shimmer that is so visible in the bottle. Over top of the dark green, it brings out a little bit of the blue, so depending on how, whatever lighting, it kept shifting from the emerald green to the blue, and I freaking loved it. This is one that you could probably just get opaque at 3 coats by itself, but I really enjoyed wearing it as a topper. I'm actually gonna have to swatch this after this video. Freudan Flip from ORLY is another one that I wore as a topper, and I actually wore it over top of the dark navy from my Project Polish as well, because I'm trying to make use out of both Project Polish and obviously my winter seasonal rack. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of pairing together to maximize usage. So Freudan Flip from ORLY is a little duo polish. It's beautiful. When I first got it, I thought to myself, gosh, this is a little bit on the sheer side, which is the reason why I decided to use it as a topper. But quite frankly, I think I want to wear this again, and I'm gonna put this on as a pedicure. I did a dark navy base, 1 coat of a blackened navy, and then I did 1 coat of Freudan Flip, and it really covered the nail really well. I don't know if over top of a dark base it brought out more of the shifting than it would by itself. I can't speak on that because I haven't worn it by itself, but I'm gonna try it and then kind of report back in a future video. The shifting is visible on the nails, but it's not as strong and as constant as it is in the bottle. And then I did a little Skittles mani, and I pulled a polish from Project Polish. So Gilded Glow from ORLY is a champagne gold shimmer, a little bit on the sheer side, so at 3 coats. You can slightly see the nail line, but it's not really super obvious because it is a little shimmer. And then I put also Mrs. Mallow Snickerdoodle. And this one is from Colores de Carol. Colores de Carol's website, they describe it as a tan beige crowley. I see more pink as far as the crowley base. And then they say it has copper with aurora shimmer, copper holographic glitter, and caramel metallic glitter. I don't see all of that. I really don't. On my nails, what I see is copper glitter. And then the holographic, like the copper holographic glitter that they're mentioning, I saw 1 of those glitters on 1 nail. I kept looking, I was like, what are they, I don't see that. But I have to keep in mind, these are handmade polishes, and so there are going to be variations in the bottle, and maybe I didn't get a lot of those copper holographic glitters in my bottle. I don't know, but I didn't really get a lot of that. I saw caramel glitters on this, and then I saw sparing holographic shimmers, and I mean super sparse on the nails. I see them a little bit more in the bottle than I do on my nails. And then they say aurora shimmer. I didn't see any aurora shimmers on my nails personally, but it's still really beautiful. I know this sounds like a negative review, but it's not. It's still really beautiful. I would want to wear this again because it looked very delicate, really beautiful. It worked very well on the little Skittles mani. I've tried now a few curly polishes from Colores de Carol, and I really like them because I find that they dry really fast on my nails, which usually doesn't happen with curlies for me. They usually take a little bit of a longer drying time, so really great polish for that reason. Enjoyed it. Then the last one that I used for that little combination is Pink Card from Sally Hansen. I have this in my Project Polish. It's not my favorite pastel pink, not because of the color. I do love the color, but the formulation is horrid. It's not very good, but I do aim to finish this polish because I love the color, and I'm going to use it in different ways so it doesn't become an inconvenience for me to use it up, so that I can still enjoy it. So I'm going to be using it in a lot of like sponging kind of gradient little manicures, so I can make use out of this polish. Another polish that I wore as a pedicure is Jungle Red from NARS. So beautiful. Like, so classy. I felt sexy. Like, I kept staring at my toes. I really like this red on the toes. It's beautiful. I love it as a mani too. I just haven't worn it as a mani in a really long time. It looks juicy on the nails. I think it's great. It's a great kind of staple color. And I did this combination using Pretty Serious. This is called Can't Take the Sky. And then this glitter that gets opaque on its own. It's a micro glitter from ColorClub. And this is called, I think it's called Beyond the Mistletoe. This is a holographic. It does dry textured. It's a blue leading hollow, but it has a little bit of green in it. For opacity, this one usually takes, I want to say, about 3 coats, but I did a little glitter gradient from the cuticle area coming down the nail over top of Pretty Serious. It was a pretty manicure, just didn't enjoy it as much because I just realized I just don't really like this kind of blue on me. And not because it doesn't look good against my skin tone, but because I just don't gravitate towards this kind of tone of blue, basically. But I think this one took 2-3 coats or something like that. It had a really good formula. And a manicure that I had been looking forward to wearing for like 6 months, I think. Carolina sent this polish to me sometime last year, I can't remember. But this is Metallic for Life from OPI. This one has a black jelly base and very chunky silver metallic glitters that in this light, they look a little blue. Like teal, a little blue, little green, but they're silver metallic glitters. This looks way better in person than any picture or video will ever capture. It does no justice for this polish because it is extremely reflective on the nails. I made a mistake of putting on a base coat that peels off fairly easy, which is the yellow stopper from American Classics. I had already read online that this polish chips pretty quickly because it's chunky glitter, so it is to be expected. Pairing up a polish that has the tendency to chip quickly with a base coat that is more of a peel-off base coat is just not the best combination. So I think next time I'm going to use my CND sticky base coat, or even Carolina suggested that she puts it over top of a black base. So I'm going to try that next to try to make this work because it chipped maybe in less than a day, and it was coming off not in little pieces, like in little large pieces. It was just like all of a sudden I would look and half of my nail was gone, and I was like, where the hell did it go? Like. And then Taxi Hopping from ESSIE is one of those funky kind of yellow mustardy polishes, but it leans a little bit green. A couple of coats for this one to get opaque. I didn't really pay attention to the fast drying, to be honest with you. Maybe I should have, because this is part of the Expressi line. Kind of a funky color on me. Colors like this are so beautiful and I'm willing to wear them, but they do not look the best on me. This washes me out so much. It doesn't complement my skin at all. I added some little stickers. Oh shoot, I brought the wrong ones out. Okay, it's from the same company. I added some little nail stickers from Dashing Diva. I think I found these at Sally's Beauty and put those on the ring finger as a little accent. Enjoyed that manicure. I thought it looked really beautiful. It just, you know, my hands look like crap, but that's okay. A polish that I am so conflicted about because it's beautiful. Formulation is great. Color is beautiful. So this is ZOYA's Juniper. This is a pixie dust, so it does dry textured. The base of it is more of a blackened teal micro glitter, and then it has larger silver little particles. And it also has a purple flash, all of which is very visible on the nails. The purple flash, though, I feel like is definitely more visible in the bottle than you see on the nails. Like, it's more constant in the bottle than on the nails. I feel like on the nails, it just kind of depends on what lighting you're around, kind of like this other little duo, you know. I'm conflicted because this does not look the best on me. It makes my hands look dirty. It washes my hands out. It makes them look unhealthy, and it made my cuticles look very dry when they were not dry. Like, it's just not the most flattering on me. When I was looking at it on the nails, I was like, God, this looks so familiar to something else. And then I went digging through my collection and it reminded me of this one from L'Oreal. This is ancient. I've worn it before. I don't ever wear it though because it just doesn't look the best on me. As you can see, the one from L'Oreal also has a blackened teal base. It also has a purple little flash, only that it's not as strong as in ZOYA's. And then it also has silver little particles, only that these are very small hexes, to where I feel like the ones from ZOYA, they're not perfectly like uniformly shaped From what I remember, I wouldn't capture the purple flash very much or at all actually in the one from L'Oreal. So this one is called Hidden Gems. I don't know if I mentioned that. You know, they're beautiful on their own. These are just not polishes that are made for me personally. I'm just, you know, don't ever buy something like this again. I forgot to mention Juniper stained the crap out of my nails. I don't know if I mentioned that. This one is from Emily Damali, and this one on their website is described as a khaki green base with pink, gold, green, shifting iridescent flakes, and gold holographic micro glitter. Wow. Although it's not very flattering against my skin tone, it didn't make my hands look dead at all. And quite frankly, I was so distracted by, look at that. Holy hell, look at that. Look at that flash. All of which is so visible on the nails, and then the holographic little shimmers are also visible. This one took 3 coats and it was really beautiful. And then a couple other polishes that are more Thanksgiving. I have a Sweetie Pie from Colores de Carol, kind of a squash leaning color, so a little orange, a little bit yellow. This one took 3 coats, and it's a little bit more than acrylic. It looks a little bit more squishy, so a little bit more jelly-like, and the little shifting flakies look very subtle on the nails, but like delicate, but still really beautiful. So I loved wearing that one. Pumpkin to talk about. I love this orange. Oh my god. If you like, it's a piazza cake from OPI, like the tone of that orange, the burnt orange, you're gonna love this, because and then on top of that it has a bunch of little flakes. And this one is a shimmery burnt orange with a gold dust, blue mauve UCC flakes, and iridescent chameleon flakies. On my nails, I put 2 coats on, and you can very faintly see my nail line, but the color is so beautiful. And then on top of that, the little flakes. I think this a 3rd coat would have gotten it completely opaque, but at 2 coats it was even, it was leveled, and it looked really beautiful. And it was one of those days that I didn't really want to fuss with a 3-coater. Faraway Galaxy is actually the first one that I wore in the year. This is a textured from Salon Perfect. The base of it is more of a blurple micro glitter. It has some silver and very strong yellow gold glitters. This time around it didn't dry quite as textured. I'm not really sure why. I mean, it dried a little textured, but not as textured as I remember it being for some reason. It had thickened up a little bit, so maybe that could be it. I did end up putting a top coat on it though, and it's beautiful. I love it. It's very icy. It's very cold winter vibes on the nails. It's very galaxy-like without having to do any of the nail art. I think it's beautiful. Couple coats for this one. From Pacifica, I have Tourmaline. This is a purple shimmer with a strong blue flash. The little shimmer is very visible on the nails. Really enjoyed this one. 3 coats. Didn't take a video clip of this one. I'm so sad about it, because I feel like the little shifting of the color is way more visible when it's in movement, so totally forgot to do that. Lastly, a polish that I'm gonna wear by itself, because I paired it up with a project polish and I don't feel like it was the best decision ever. This is hanging with my Grillfriends. It's so cute. I can't. My friend V sent this one to me, and it's a shifting flaky polish that gets to pick on its own. So you get some yellow, some orange, some blue, some purple, some red. I see a little bit of red, gold. Like, it's just, look at that. It's so beautiful, right? I think when I mentioned it in a video, I don't remember what video it was, I said, oh, let me see if I could try to use it as a topper or something of the sort. And then a few of you guys in the comments said, no, this is a polish that gets to pick on its own. And I said, okay, you know, like, cool. But, you know, sometimes with like glitter polishes or shimmers, you know, sometimes they take about 3 coats. So I thought, oh, I'll just do one little itty bitty coat over top of a dark navy, since I have it in a project polish. Again, I'm trying to, you know, multitask here. And no matter how many of the flakes I removed, it was just so difficult to get a sparse application of the flakes. So I didn't really like that manicure, just because I felt like it didn't feature this polish its best, really. So it's a polish that I'm gonna try to wear by itself. I have a couple pictures. They're not the best pictures. I wasn't motivated to take a really good picture of that manicure, because really I didn't like that manicure very much. So this is going back on my winter rack so that I can actually wear it properly by itself. But that is everything, guys, for this monthly manis. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what combinations you guys liked. wearing this past month. I am going to be doing quite a bit of combos in the next month or so. I mean Valentine's Day, you know. So I want to be doing a lot of Skittles mani because I want to maximize the usage of a lot of the polishes that I have on my winter rack and then combine them with even some of the polishes that I have in Project Polish. So lots of combos are gonna be coming up. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.